Hey everyone, ready for some cosmic deep dive action?
Always.
Today we're exploring the spiritual side of the summer solstice and the full moon.
Yeah, using this awesome source that you found.
Right. It's like a cosmic user manual.
Totally.
We're going to be talking about gratitude, nature, intention setting.
Rituals, elements, all that good stuff.
I love it. It's so cool how these events like the solstice and the full moon are celebrated in so many cultures.
Yeah, like they're not just dates on the calendar.
Right.
They're about transformation.
Okay, so let's start with the summer solstice,
Yeah.
longest day of the year.
Yep.
But it's got to be more than just sunshine and barbecues, right?
Yeah, way more. Symbolically, it's about abundance, growth. Like the earth is just bursting with energy.
I can feel it.
Right? Like ancient cultures would have these huge
Oh, yeah, I've
bonfires.
seen pictures.
They were like mimicking the sun's power.
Harnessing that energy. So are we talking about like harnessing that for ourselves too?
Totally. Like, think of it as your inner light. Ooh.
Shining its brightest.
I like that.
The source talks about using this time to think about what makes you unique, what you're passionate about. This is a good time for gratitude practice.
That makes sense. Aligning ourselves with abundance.
Yeah.
But is there a way to, I don't know, make that practice like more specific to the solstice?
Well, the Celts, they used to create these altars.
Altars.
Yeah, decorated with flowers and symbols of the harvest. You can create your own, put objects on it that represent the things you're grateful for.
I like that. A physical reminder. The source also talks about nature immersion, which just screams summer solstice to me.
It- It's about absorbing that energy.
Yeah.
Since you're such a hiker, imagine yourself on a solstice morning,
I'm already there.
hiking to a peak as the sun rises.
Oh, yeah.
It's like connecting with all those ancient cultures who celebrated in nature.
That's powerful. So gratitude, nature, and then there's intention setting. This is where we get to like manifest our dreams.
It's about harnessing that energy.
Right. To move you towards your goals. The source suggests getting specific visualizing things as if they've already happened.
Okay.
But what if you took a symbolic action for each intention?
Oh, okay.
So say your goal is to be more creative, maybe start a small art project on the solstice.
I love that, bringing those intentions to life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's shift gears to the full moon now.
Yeah,
It always feels super emotionally charged, like things coming to a head. Am I the only one?
not at all. The full moon is all about illumination from within. Emotions, subconscious stuff, it all rises to the surface.
So it's less about, like, taking action and more about looking inward.
It's kind of like the flip side of the solstice energy.
Right.
Solstice is about planting seeds. Full moon is about clearing out what's blocking them.
Okay, that's deep. The source mentions forgiveness as a key practice here.
Forgiveness, even if it's just for you, can be so freeing. Imagine writing it all down.
A letter.
Yeah, like a letter. And then burning it under the full moon. Watch it all turn to ash.
Wow.
Powerful, right?
It is. The source also talks about meditation and visualization under the full moon.
It's all connected. While you're doing that burning, you can meditate on the feeling of release. Picture that moonlight washing over you.
Ooh, cleansing.
A lot of cultures do cleansing rituals under the full moon, like bathing in moonlit water.
Like a spiritual bath.
Exactly.
Okay, so forgiveness, meditation. What about these personalized full moon ceremonies the source talks about? What are some examples?
It could be anything from creating a moonlit space in your home with candles and music and journaling about what you want to release, or even gathering with friends to meditate or set intentions.
Very cool. Okay, so we've talked gratitude, nature, intentions, forgiveness, meditation, and rituals. Phew, there's so much here. What other cool stuff can we uncover?
Well, one thing that stood out was the solstice's connection to the element of fire.
Fire.
Yeah, like beyond just the sun's heat, it's about transformation, passion.
Fire definitely has that vibe.
Mhm.
Powerful, consuming, creating. Is the source suggesting we, like, build bonfires?
Not necessarily, although if that's your thing, go for it.
Right.
But it's more about tapping into that energy metaphorically.
Okay.
Remember intention setting.
Right.
What if you wrote your intentions down and then safely burned them, picturing them going up to the universe?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Symbolic, but still fiery. Now, what about the full moon? Is there an element connected to that?
Full moon is all about water.
Wire.
Yeah. Think tides, the reflections, emotions, intuition.
Oh, I see it. Flowing, receptive.
Yeah. So the source suggests some water-based rituals.
Like what?
Imagine taking a bath under the full moon.
Okay.
Maybe add some essential oils or flowers, and as you soap, visualize the water washing away any negativity.
Oh, wow. I am definitely trying that. Fire for the solstice, water for the full moon.
Yeah.
That's cool. What else did we learn?
Well, the source emphasizes something that often gets overlooked, the community aspect of these events.
Community.
Throughout history, the solstice and full moon have been celebrated together, bringing people together to share the energy.
Oh, that makes sense. There's something powerful about experiencing something with others.
It's like you're all amplifying the energy.
Totally. So even if you can't have a big bonfire party or a moon bath with friends,
Right.
you can still connect.
Yeah, like sharing your intentions online, talking about it, or just sending positive vibes out there.
I like that. It's all connected. So we've talked about the elements, community. What else?
They're both powerful reminders of nature's cycles, and those cycles aren't just external, they're within us too.
Wait, so like our bodies and minds have seasons.
Think about it. We have times of high energy and productivity, and times when we need to slow down. Just like nature.
That's true. But how do we actually sync up with those internal cycles?
It's about paying attention to your energy.
Okay.
Notice when you feel introspective and when you're bursting with creative energy.
So just be mindful.
You could create a visual reminder, like a seasonal altar.
Ooh.
Change it as the seasons change, as your own energy ebbs and flows.
That's such a cool idea. A mini shrine to our own seasons. What would I put on a summer solstice altar?
Anything that embodies those energies for you, sunflowers, seashells, crystals, pictures, your intentions, gratitude lists.
Oh, I love it.
Eh.
Okay, so we've covered gratitude, nature, intentions, forgiveness, meditation, rituals, fire and water, community, and these cycles. Is that everything? Anything else we should know before we, like, wrap up this part?
Oh, there's one more big thing.
Okay, hit me with it.
Balance.
Balance. Tell me more.
Think about the solstice.
Okay.
Longest day, peak of light. But it also marks the beginning of the return to darkness.
Interesting.
Same with the full moon. Peak energy, but then it starts to wane.
Oh, I see. It's like every peak leads to a decline and vice versa.
Exactly. They remind us that life is about balance. Light and dark, action and rest, inner and outer.
Okay, yeah. Balance is something I definitely need to work on.
It starts with honesty.
Okay.
Where are you pushing too hard? Are you neglecting your needs? Maybe you need to set some boundaries, make time for self-care, create a more balanced schedule.
All the things.
And one practical way to approach this is through yin and yang activities.
Yin and yang.
You know, yin activities are about slowing down, going inward, restoring, like meditation, gentle yoga, baths, reading, nature.
So the recharging stuff.
Yeah, and yang activities are more energizing, active, like exercise, socializing, working on projects, learning, pursuing passions.
Makes sense. So it's about finding the balance, not getting stuck in one or the other.
Exactly. The source encourages us to incorporate both into our routine,
Yeah.
creating that ebb and flow, stillness and action, rest and play.
The yin and yang thing, that's a whole other conversation. It's amazing how everything we've talked about connects.
It's all intertwined.
Right. The summer solstice and the full moon aren't just dates. They're chances to connect with nature's rhythms, honor our own cycles, and create a more balanced, aligned, fulfilling life.
You got it.
Wow. This has been so insightful already. What's one key takeaway you want to leave our listener with before we, head into part 2?
The summer solstice and the full moon offer us powerful energy for personal growth. But it's up to us to take those insights and make them our own. There's no right way to celebrate or practice. Find what resonates with you and make it part of your life.
So true. It's about that personal connection. We'll be back soon to continue exploring the summer solstice and the full moon. Until then, stay curious and trust the universe.
Yeah.
Back for more cosmic insights. I'm still thinking about all the cool stuff we talked about in the first
Or
part.
two. There's just so much to unpack, you know?
So much. So, where do we go from here? What other juicy bits can we dig into?
Well, I want to talk about some techniques. You know, specific things we can do to connect with these energies on a deeper level.
Ooh, I love techniques. Hit me with them.
The source mentions sunrise meditations.
Sunrise meditations.
Yeah, for harnessing the solstice energy.
Hmm.
Imagine waking up before dawn on the solstice. Okay.
Finding a peaceful spot outside and greeting the sun as it rises.
That sounds amazing. So peaceful. But what makes that so special for the solstice?
A lot of cultures see sunrise as a symbol of rebirth, renewal,
I
which totally aligns with the solstice themes.
New growth, new beginnings, yeah.
It's like you're syncing up with nature's rhythm and drawing in all that fresh energy. Oh, so, what do we do during a sunrise meditation? Anything specific to focus on?
Visualize the sunlight filling you up,
Ooh, I like that.
energizing you, illuminating your path. Set your intentions for the season, connect with gratitude, let the energy wash over you.
It's like a cosmic jumpstart for summer.
Yeah.
Okay, sunrise meditations for the solstice. What about for the full moon?
Visualization is key for the full moon, too, especially during a cleansing bath.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine soaking in a warm bath under the full moon. Picture the water as shimmering moonlight.
Wow. Like bathing in pure lunar energy.
Exactly. And as you soak, visualize the moonlight, cleansing your energy field, washing away all that negativity, the stress, the baggage you're ready to let go of. You could even add some essential oils or flower petals.
Okay, that sounds divine. I'm all about those baths, but that visualization just takes it to a whole new level. Any other techniques?
Yeah, the source mentions sound healing.
Sound healing. Now, that's something I haven't tried.
Certain sounds can actually help us shift our energy, connect with these events in a more, I don't know, profound way.
Interesting. What kind of sounds are we talking about?
It could be nature sounds, binaural beats, singing bowls, chanting. For the solstice, think sounds that evoke a sense of expansion, warmth.
So like birdsong, ocean waves, while I'm meditating,
Exactly. Or maybe even drumming or singing a chant that celebrates the sun.
creating a soundtrack for the solstice. I love that. What about for the full moon?
For the full moon, go for calming, introspective, intuitive sounds, gentle singing bowls, rain, wind chimes, guided meditations with sound healing.
That sounds so peaceful. Perfect for inner exploration. Okay, so we've got sunrise meditations, full moon baths, sound healing. What else can we do to really dive deep with these energies?
The source also talks about crystals. Certain crystals can amplify those energies, help us connect with their vibrations.
Oh, crystals. I'm fascinated by crystals. Which ones does the source recommend?
For the solstice, try citrine, sunstone, or carnelian.
Those are beautiful. They just scream summer.
They're all about joy, abundance, vitality.
So how do we actually work with crystals during the solstice?
You can carry them, wear them, put them on your altar, meditate with them, or even create a crystal grid,
A crystal grid.
like an arrangement of crystals that amplifies their energy.
Oh, wow. A solstice crystal grid. I'm going to look into that. What about for the full moon? Any specific crystals for that?
Moonstone, selenite, clear quartz.
Those are gorgeous. So if I'm doing a full moon bath, I can put those around the tub.
Absolutely. Crystals can be our little allies on this journey.
This is all so fascinating. Okay, so beyond those techniques, what else should we know?
Well, it's not just about the external practices, it's about cultivating an inner alignment.
Inner alignment, what does that even mean?
It means paying attention to your intuition, your dreams, the synchronicities in your life.
Hmm.
These events are like wake-up calls.
Oh, okay.
They're telling us to tune in to our inner wisdom.
So it's about looking beyond the rituals and connecting with something bigger.
Exactly. The practices are tools, but the real magic is the inner shift.
I love that. It's not just about what we do, but about who we're being, aligning our thoughts and feelings with that cosmic energy.
Right. And that brings us to something else the source talks about: community.
Oh yeah, we touched on that earlier. The idea that celebrating and practicing together can boost those energies.
For centuries, people have been celebrating the solstice and the full moon together. And there's a reason for that.
It's a collective energy boost.
When we come together, we create a powerful energy field.
It's like we're all on the same wavelength, supporting each other's growth.
Exactly. And even if you can't physically be with others, you can still connect energetically.
How?
Share your experiences, talk about your intentions, send loving energy out to the world.
I love that. We're all part of something bigger. What else did the source have to say?
It reminds us that these aren't just isolated events. They're part of a cycle. Everything in nature moves in cycles.
And we have internal cycles too, right?
The key is to become aware of those cycles in nature and within ourselves and learn to flow with them.
So it's not just about harnessing the energy, but understanding how to work with energy in general.
Right on. Pay attention to your energy levels. Notice when you feel productive and when you need rest.
Be mindful of those rhythms.
And as you do that, you'll find yourself naturally more in sync with the universe.
This is all so insightful. I feel like I'm seeing the big picture now, how it all connects.
It's all intertwined, right? These events remind us that we're part of this amazing cosmic dance.
Love that. Okay, we've covered a lot. Techniques, inner alignment, community, cycles. As we head into the last part of our deep dive, what's one thing you want our listener to remember?
Remember this. The solstice and the full moon are not just about the external stuff. They're about deepening your connection with yourself and the universe.
Hmm,
Trust your intuition, explore, and enjoy the journey.
beautiful reminder. Okay, we'll be back soon to wrap up our exploration. Until then, stay curious and keep shining your light. And we're back, wrapping up our deep dive into the summer solstice and full moon.
Time flies when you're having cosmic fun, right?
Right. We've talked about so much cool stuff. Sunrise meditations, crystal grids, balance cycles,
It's been a whirlwind.
total whirlwind. But, okay, how do we actually make this stuff part of our everyday lives? Life gets busy.
Yeah, it's easy to, lose track of these practices.
Exactly. It's one thing to do a full moon ritual, but how do we keep that connection going all year round?
Right. Well, the source talks about finding small, sustainable ways to, weave those principles into our routines,
Yeah.
little things we can do consistently.
Okay, so small steps, consistency, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
What are some examples? How do we keep that magic alive?
Well, start by being more aware of your energy
Okay.
throughout the day, throughout the week.
Like how much energy I have.
Yeah. Remember yin and yang activities? Notice when you're energized, when you need to slow down.
Right, like honoring our own cycles.
Exactly. Once you start paying attention to that, you can adjust your schedule. So
Yeah.
if you have a burst of energy in the morning, maybe that's when you do your toughest work.
Makes sense. Work with the energy, not against it.
And then in the evenings, switch to more yin activities.
Like reading, taking a bath, being in nature.
Exactly. Any other ideas for bringing a little solstice and full moon magic into daily life?
Ooh, give me some more.
Bring ritual and intention into everyday things.
Okay, how do we do that?
It's like shifting your mindset.
From just doing stuff to being present.
Yeah. Like say you're making tea.
I do that every day.
Instead of rushing through it, pause. Appreciate the warmth of the mug, the smell of the tea, the sound of the kettle. Engage your senses.
I love that. It's like mini moments of mindfulness. It's kind of like connecting with nature too, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's just a few minutes outside.
Absolutely. Nature is such a powerful ally. The source really emphasizes spending time outdoors.
Breathing fresh air, feeling the sunshine. It's like a reset button.
It is connecting back to that source energy.
This has been such an awesome deep dive. So many amazing insights. As we wrap up, what's one last thought you want to leave our listener with?
Remember this. The summer solstice and the full moon, they're not just dates on the calendar.
There's so much more.
They're reminders that we're part of something bigger.
Yeah.
They're invitations to connect with nature, honor our cycles, and live with more intention, balance, and joy.
Beautifully said. They're like cosmic reminders to slow down, connect, appreciate the magic.
Exactly. So as you go about your day today, think about those things. Maybe set an intention, meditate a little, or just be grateful for the beauty around you.
Thank you so much for taking us on this journey. I feel like I have a whole new understanding of the solstice and the full moon.
It was my pleasure. The journey doesn't end here, though. Keep exploring, keep growing, keep shining your light.
And to our amazing listener, thanks for joining us on this cosmic deep dive. We hope you feel inspired to connect with the universe in your own way. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.